So today it is episode 2 of my Social Saturdays series. And what today I'm going to be talking about is building a team for social media. So if any of you are watching this and you do all of your social media alone, that is okay in the beginning to start working your muscle. But the reality is, if you have an offer, if you're making money in your business, or you're a salesperson who has a lot of previous transactions that they've done, you probably shouldn't be spending a lot of time managing your own social media. So today I'm going to be talking about the 3 key hires that you need to make if you're going to start really taking social media seriously and delegate it correctly. The first person that everyone needs is a strategist. This is something that I myself, even though I did it for everyone else, I fought this for the longest. Because a lot of times you think someone else can't know my business better than me, and who are they to tell me what content I should be creating? But the reality is we're all skewed by our own perception of ourselves. When you're looking for a strategist, there's a few things you're going to want to do to see if they're the right strategist for you. First is they need to clearly understand what your goals are with social media. For some businesses, this is going to be a tool they use to recruit talent. For other businesses, this is going to be how they are trying to generate leads and get new customers. For other businesses, social media is simply going to be a tool to just keep the people they've already done business with around, present, and knowing that they are still the person they should be working with. If you don't have a strategist, some of the first places to start is to go to agencies, go to individual freelancers, and people that can truly ask you questions about your business, and they should be able to write you content calendar plans. Some will give you scripts. I personally don't give scripts to any of our clients because I think it gives off a very forced message. But if you're someone who does need the scripts, this is something your strategist should be providing for you. And then finally, you really want to make sure that the strategist you do pick is someone that can change as your business changes. A lot of times we'll start working with someone and they'll start doing very well on social media. And so let's say 3 to 6 months in, they'll have a lot more opportunities than they had in the beginning when no one really knew who they are. So a good strategist is going to be able to adapt and constantly change the strategy you have and make sure it stays alignment with what your business needs to be doing. The second is you are going to need an editor. One of the biggest time wastes you can do as a business owner that is actually making money is editing your own videos. And trust me, even when we had like 10, 15 clients, I was still dumb enough to do this myself. And guess what? My videos looked like shit compared to a lot of my clients' videos. And everyone knew that something was not in alignment with what was happening. So Daniel, let's just say for the rest of this part, throw captions on the screen so that everyone watching this knows what I mean. When you're looking for an editor, there's going to be a couple main things you're going to need them to do. You're going to need them to remove all of your gaps in speech. As you watch this video, you might notice that it's kind of choppy and I might go from here and then all of a sudden I'm standing over here. And that's because Daniel is behind the scene right now chopping out the parts of this video that, let's be honest, you don't want to watch. In addition to this, they need to be able to put relevant images, videos, and sometimes emojis over the words that you're saying, because those little details are what actually keeps people's attention and gives them those little hits of dopamine so that instead of scrolling past your video, they're going to stay to watch it. The final thing that you need to be looking for in an editor is someone that can take multiple clips that you would give to them and put a story together from those clips. To reiterate everything you need from an editor, they need to be able to chop out everything that no one wants to listen to. They need to have relevant and good overlays and add-ons within your captions. And then on top of it, they need to be able to create a storyline from multiple different pieces of video content. Number 3 is going to be a copywriter. A lot of times people don't really know how to have a conversation about who should my copywriter be. And the reality is a copywriter is just someone that can understand your voice. So one of the biggest things that I've done with my team is whenever I have, let's say, a strategy meeting with a client, I record it and I take what is called Otter AI and it listens to the entire conversation so that if one of our copywriters, let's say we sign on a new account and they don't really know what the voice of that person is like, I can send them a pre-recording of our most recent strategy session so they can see what kind of words they use, they can see the cadence in their voice, and then they can write captions that are in alignment with that voice. Because we've seen a lot of times someone hires a social media team, we're reading the captions and it's very clear they didn't write it. And it's not that that's a bad thing, but people want to actually feel like you wrote it, and you need to have someone on your team that understands how you speak. Another thing that you need to avoid with a copywriter is someone who blindly uses AI. Keyword is blindly. We are all using AI in the copywriting world. I need to pop that bubble right now that if you're a copywriter and you're not using AI, everyone knows that you're going out of business. But for those of you that are good copywriters or looking for them, what you need to understand is that you can train, let's say, Google Bard and ChatGPT to write in the style of your voice, provided you have enough data to give it. So one of the things we'll do is we'll write the copy manually for, let's say, the first 3 to 6 months we work with someone. And then once we have a big enough database, we will tell the AI to write in the style of the Instagram account, the YouTube account, the LinkedIn account, the website blog, whatever it is, so that the AI can look at what verbiage has previously been used and then take that and then write a new caption that is very authentic. And then your copywriter should be the one proofreading every single piece. Because even though AI is great, there are still a lot of flaws in it, and it still does have a lot of issues that us in the digital marketing world still have not fully fixed yet. But as time goes on, we'll be able to use it much better. So when it's time for you to hire the right team for social media, you need a strategist, you need an editor, and you need a copywriter. And if you're still watching at this point in the video, our team does provide all of these things to you. All you have to do is just set up a time for us to talk strategy. We'll see if you are a good fit for our agency. And if you are not able to work with us, I am happy to refer you to other businesses that can provide all three of these things. So if you found value in this video, all I ask you to do is like, comment, and just give me some sort of feedback on what this week's Social Saturday was like. And I look forward to seeing you all next week.